Introduce yourself. Got to fire. You have all the reason to begin again. Under this desire, do you hear the call? Coiling the wire. You have all the reason to begin again. Under this desire, I have found the catalyst, and I have found the catalyst in you. Understand yourself. This is not a test. You have all the reason to begin again. Honor this request. Do you wait for love? Put your acquiesce. You have all the reason to begin again. Honor this request.
All right, bring the music down a notch. St. Ricketts, the Catalyst. It is
Gotta
the
love that song.
Oh, I love that song. I love that band. Tuesday night with Fire Cannot Burn is the theme song. Wednesday night, the Catalyst is the theme song to Yo 2.0. Woo!
Hey guys, Allie in the house.
Allie is back in the house. Good evening, ladies and gentlemen. I am Jeff the Shark Perini. As you know, 2 great nights Yo Show on Tuesday nights, Yo 2.0, Wednesday nights. With me tonight, looking absolutely stellar. That's not face paint. That is her. No, I'm kidding.
It's just makeup.
With the outstanding makeup, the hair always on point, the absolutely lovely Allie Comisaro. Allie, good evening.
I had to step it up tonight. We're almost to October 1st. The 31 days of Halloween is going to start.
That's true.
So
31
excited.
days. 31 days of Halloween, and Allie's going all out tonight with the awesome makeup. I absolutely love it. Now, the question is, do it all yourself?
Yep.
How much time, how many hours go into that awesome look?
Some are a lot quicker than others. I knocked this out in about 20 minutes.
20 minutes. Wow. It took me 20 minutes just to comb my beard.
I've been doing the 31 days for almost 10 years now.
That's pretty awesome. So maybe maybe what we'll do between the Yo Show on Tuesday nights and Yo 2.0 on Wednesday nights, just shoot me a picture of your daily 31 days. We'll count down together because it's freaking awesome. I love it. And
I have fun doing it, and so many people support me with it. It's awesome. My son, he's 100%. He gives me so many cool ideas of what's cool.
What's cool? I need a kid because somebody's got to teach me what's cool. I mean, I got my Rammstein t-shirt on. That's pretty cool.
Oh, he keeps me young.
That's good. You need that. Everybody needs that. Jules got a young daughter. I need some youngness in my life to teach me exactly what's cool and what's hip, etc. I'll tell you something that does keep us pretty cool and hip is this show, because tonight we got an awesome guest, and this band actually reached out to me on Instagram and said, yeah, we are familiar with your show. What's it take to get on? And I said, this right here, just drop us a message. They're going to be on with us around 8:30 tonight. It's an awesome metal band out of New Jersey. Allie, very excited for Reign of the Hated. Yeah. Going to be very cool. So we got the guys here tonight. We're going to chat it up a little bit. Guys and girls, I think, actually. Excuse me. Don't want to get incorrect there. We're going to chat up a little bit about the music and their career, and we got them started. Going to have some fun tonight. Going to chat it up with Allie and myself. Bring up random topics. Shoot the shit as we do here on Wednesdays. Little different than Tuesday nights. Tuesday nights a little more of a script, like top 5 lists and certain topics. And Allie,
especially when I'm on the show, I'm a little unfiltered.
Right, you've given me full reign to kind of wing it, and I like that. It gets dangerous sometimes. Even my big mouth gets a little tongue-tied. You hear the dogs are excited for Reign of the Hated.
I'm here. Yeah, I'm here to keep you on your toes. Mine's right here. Here's 6. Everybody, 6.
6 is in the house. She's become the Wednesday night mascot when Allie makes her appearances. And I thank you again for coming on. We had so much fun the last couple times. You joined us on Tuesday night and sat in with Jewel, and then we did a Wednesday night. And last Wednesday, we had a great show. Big thanks to our guest last Wednesday, DJ Herbert Holler.
Oh, he was so fun.
He was fun. A good time. We joked that he threw in a little bit of a political jab there, which we normally don't do on the show, but we made our way around it. And he's cool. He's got a great following. He does great DJ stuff and kind of breaking Allie in with the great talents. And I'm telling you, man, the more you do the show, the more you get to love some of the artists that come on. I know you're into the hard rock scene.
Oh, I'm excited for tonight.
I am too. I know you like your metal. We're going to try and get in one song, Obsessive Romantic. We'll get into that in a few minutes. But yeah, we got a lot of stuff to talk about as far as what's coming up in 2.0. And you notice I made a backdrop that has 2.0 on it. I don't know. Looks kind of corny. Whatever. We can always go back.
It should be black and white.
That's what go back to the Yosho. So the new Yosho logo, I'm not giving anything away, but the colors are black and white. It's just a thing.
Good choice.
So
great minds think alike.
Absolutely. You got your black and white backdrop. I've got millions of Funko Pops. Yeah. But I like your backdrop also.
I'm jealous of the Funko Pops.
Well, they're here. You can
I
always
have about 10.
10? There you go. You got to start somewhere. I basically started during the pandemic because I needed a hobby that didn't involve drinking all day. So.
What's the one that you're searching for?
Oh, that's a great call. So it's kind of a fluorescent, glow in the dark Darth Maul from Star Wars. It's worth a lot. It's super cool. It's not so much about the value. It's just so damn cool because it glows in the dark, but it's like also like a blue kind of glow. It's really cool, and it's the one that's.
Oh yeah, I like the Nightmare Before Christmas.
Yeah.
I have Labyrinth. Trying to think, Elvira. I like those horror ones. Hi.
Yeah, I like the horror. Look at that dog. That's a badass looking dog right there. He would eat our dogs for lunch.
Just like you're talking to me, right?
I know, right? So, someone wanted to talk about. We talked about it a little bit last night, and I know different people, different opinions. I had to hit you with this. So, all over social media, the hottest thing right now is this Netflix Jeffrey Dahmer series, and do I have the picture? Yeah, like creepy, just so creepy.
Well, he was a serial killer.
True,
but most of them are creepy.
Most of them are a little creepy. There's like an obsession with this though, and people are like, "Oh, if you can't sit through it and watch it, you're weak," and it's so good.
It has nothing to do about that. I almost couldn't watch it because of the fact that there's people that this is based off a true story. There's people out there that are nuts. And the fact that there were so many mistakes made along the way, I don't know. As a parent, that scares me. As a person, that scares me.
JD Wolf in the house. Good evening. To me, it's kind of gross. It was actually making me sick, and not making me sick that he's this horrible creature. Just the things he did were so freaking disgusting. If I stub my toe, I'm out. Let alone cutting
you
up
gotta
other people.
feel for that neighbor, that poor neighbor having to smell acid barrels in an apartment.
Right.
You know that next door did not smell good. Can't even imagine.
Somebody posted a great meme online today, and that's the beauty of stuff like this when the great memes come out. I gotta find it real quick. Because it was just that damn funny. We're gonna make sure I say it right now.
There's a lot that I just live for the comments. I don't even really care about the post. It's what people are writing underneath.
Sure. So this one says, after watching Jeff Dahmer, if your house stank, I'm fucking leaving. True though. Imagine. No, you can't imagine, and you definitely can't put yourself in their shoes. But to be trapped in that kind of situation First of all, I'm going to be stinking, so I'm probably going to shit my pants. Like, I would be that terrified. You know what I mean? I'm at least peeing myself some, so I'm going to stank. Like, and you feel terrible for the victims. You watch, like, I guess, based on real story nonsense about the victims. It's terrifying, man. And like I said, if anything, it gives these
And he didn't even
copycats an
have a
opportunity.
type. Guy didn't even have a type.
Right.
Like,
His type was somebody to kill.
Yeah. I mean, he took young, he took middle age, like he just went for it.
My wife Cassie in the house checking it out. Told her that she had to check out Allie's makeup because I saw it. I got a sneak preview when he came backstage. I think it's awesome. I absolutely love it. We're Halloween fans. I love Halloween, so I appreciate that spirit.
Yeah, I didn't want to shock you too much. I at least wanted to give you a heads up that I was starting.
I'm kind of hard to shock. It takes a lot. Well, you promised me each week something's going to knock me over, and I'm sure one of these days it's going to happen. Promise.
Definitely.
So what else is new?
That special moment.
So what else is new since last week? What do you got going on? Any plans, any adventures? There's music all around, concerts, of course, Halloween. You got plans, cooking?
Well, I'm very excited to see Hocus Pocus, even though they're doing the stream thing. I'm going to make a whole event of it, of course, because I try to make an event out of anything I can.
And you are an event.
Thank you. I'm really trying to take Jackson up to Salem to see like the Sanderson sister house and like just go and experience the spookiness. Usually I'm so into the 31 days that it kind of takes away from all the like extras. This year I'm enjoying it and just having fun.
It's very cool. What is the fascination with Hocus Pocus? I thought it sucked.
Well, I went through the phase of like being obsessed with it and watching it over and over again, and then my son went through it. So I've probably seen the movie, no joke, probably about 500 times. But
really,
it's still a classic. Like we just watched it the other day. My best friend and I, we were sitting here, and she's like, I forgot these parts. Like we were getting so happy because I don't know. It's like the start of the spooky season.
Yeah, I get that, but there's a lot of other ways to start the spooky season besides watching.
Yeah, but when you have kids, you can't do the Michael Myers and those. You got to keep it lightweight. Like I usually stick with Goosebumps and trying to think of some other ones that Nightmare Before Christmas, obviously. And they're coming out with a new one coming up, which Jackson and I are super psyched about. But he's as into the Halloween as I am, so he'll sit there and watch Hocus Pocus over and over again.
It was a neat creation when they came out with Nightmare Before Christmas, because it was supposed to be a little spooky, but something that the kids can get into, and it kind of wraps up 2 holidays in one. I love it. I've seen it a couple of times. I thought it was great.
I loved it since the first release. The first release nobody was really digging it. Then it got released again, and it became like a cult classic, Hot Topic, that route. So, I mean, I've been a fan since day one, and I have such a crazy Nightmare Before Christmas collection. It's insane. Yeah.
Very cool. As you know, we are 33 days away from Halloween. Once you get 30.
I don't go by Halloween. I go by October 1st. That's when my Halloween starts.
I got you. As we can tell, you're into it in September, which is pretty damn awesome. I love it too. I have no costume idea this year. We do it on the shows. Tuesday before Halloween, we do it on the show. Last year, we had horror actress Lydia Manson on. She's coming back on again this year. Last year, she dressed up as Tiffany from the Chucky movie, which was awesome. So
I did my friend's daughter in a insane Tiffany. Fun to do.
So maybe we'll try doing something both nights. The one year I was Papa Smurf, and I had blue makeup on. And it was kind of a disaster. There was blue makeup all over my house for days on end. And it gets to be heavy and sweaty and pasty. So maybe not.
It depends on the makeup you're using.
True. I definitely use what I was told is the cheap stuff. Now I have some experts on hand to point me in a better direction. Huh.
Definitely.
Yeah, so
you just let me know.
I will. Absolutely.
Guys, why don't you send in some ideas?
There you go. Yes, send in ideas. Feel free to message us on Facebook at the Stoop Radio Network or my personal.
Better. I might steal some of the ideas for my 31 days because I do it the day of.
And you can even drop a message on something you want to see Allie do before the season's out, because Allie's going to be making a good amount of Wednesday night appearances. It's a good groove. I know Wednesday nights we bring in different guest co-hosts, and we'll be doing that too, but we're getting a lot more of Allie. And if there's something you want to see or have her try, again, drop a message. If you're watching it live or if you watch this recorded, feel free to drop us a message, the Stoop Radio Network on Facebook, and say, I want to see Allie dressed as ... Remember, Allie must be clothed.
I love people giving their suggestions. Yeah, but even if it's perverted, I'll make it my own. Like, it is what it is. I was a club rat. You got to remember, there were anything but clothing parties.
Yeah, true.
Like, all those girls would be wrapping themselves in tape and all sorts of stuff.
Naked sushi and shit like that.
There's a girl that takes, I think it's Target bags and makes whole outfits out of them on TikTok. I'm like, damn, okay.
Like the ones you actually have to pay extra for, like the new bags, like the heavy duty bags?
No, like the plastic cheap ones.
See, and that's why we're running out of plastic bags. Girls like her making a wardrobe. We found our culprit.
She does use quite a few to make the skirt and the top, but she made a matching 2-piece. Yeah.
That's
I watched the whole video.
I think you got to try that.
Maybe.
Before the season's out. We want to see you Target bagged it up. So
I'm not good with like putting stuff together. I have done the ripped t-shirt thing, but I'll try to figure it out. Hey, I like challenges.
All right. I like it. The gauntlet has been thrown down here. Before Halloween, Allie will be wearing some kind of Target bag costume, either live on the show or she'll send us some footage and we'll share it. Speaking of sharing, let's share a tune for everybody here. And I know that people at Facebook and Meta hate when we play music. It's all about this copyright, this, that, and the other thing. But you know what, though?
Oh, we love it.
Oh, we love it, especially when we had the band like sitting backstage waiting to come on
with you guys.
Right, exactly. Like this is how you learn about these bands. This is what we're here for, to bring them to life and have you freaking enjoy them. And I love these guys. As you know, Reign of the Hated, they'll be with us shortly. But I want to play a song, Allie. Let me load it up with my cheap ass technology here. Share it, share screen, share audio, Microsoft Edge tab. It's called Obsessive Romantic. I know you dig the name of it. I dig the name of it too. I think it's very cool. No video, just going to get to see this super scary bear holding the awesome mark. That's a great logo. I got to ask them who made that logo.
Most of their songs have very creative names. I would like to know what like inspired that when they come on. Because that's awesome.
Yeah, I know you're all about that, and you had kicked it around. Like we make questions, and Allie adds questions, which is really cool. And feel free. It's what we do here. We'd love to know all about the artist and what makes them tick. So let's kick this one out real quick. Obsessive Romantic. Again, I'll apologize in advance because our audio isn't the best, so it may not do your song full justice. But trust me, ladies and gentlemen, this song kicks ass. We're going to play it right here. It's 4 minutes and 29 seconds, so enjoy it. And we'll be back with Yo 2.0, myself, Allie, Reign of the Hated. Be right back.
nights, these thoughts won't seem to go away. These thoughts of you are so captivating. Your eyes are so mesmerizing me. One glance in them and I'm under your spell. Tonight I would sell my soul to have you. Your scent's a drug and I need to have you. Your time, my life, I give it all to you now. Tonight I will be under your spell. To these pulses coming from you. To your voice, to be all you desire. I can still hear your voice echoing in my mind, lost in everything you say now. Just like a spell, your body's pulse consumes me. Like a moth to a flame, I'm drawn to you. Tonight I will bet it all to have you. I will offer my all just to see you. My soul to give just to feel you with me. My mind craving to be in your embrace. To these pulses coming from you. To your voice, to be all you desire. Just moving with you, never lie. Just one night lost in your beauty. Till I get back. One final dance with you is madness we call life. Grant this dying man's last wish. Heaven and earth will fade. My body will turn to ash. But I will always love you. To these pulses coming from you. To your voice, to be all you desire. Fading away, my old life becomes ash. This pulse from you is taking over me now. My life reborn from the ashes like you. My mind possessed only by you now.
Ooh, almost miscued, deep and strong. I love it. Obsessive romantic.
Yeah, you kind of go into like a trace.
A little bit, I know, right? We both had a little sideways thing going. It's strong. It's sexy though. Like you could picture like a female kind of seductress, like kind of dancing to it, and all the dudes.
I could work out to that or get a tattoo to that. Like
right?
that's like just good music.
I agree. I want to see you work out to it though. It's a little because it's a slower pace, even though it's like crunching and kicking ass.
Well, I heard some of their other songs too. So
Well,
I mean,
true. Well, yeah, they definitely got more.
yeah.
And trust me, we'd love to spend 23 hours of music playing and an hour of chatting with the band, but you know, again, meta. So gotta watch our
Yeah, and
stuff.
I realized that I did not tag the band. So one of my best friends went on and he tagged the band for me. I
Very cool.
realized it afterwards.
We'll teach you yet. You're supposed to be a professional. No, I'm kidding.
I try.
I know. We have fun with it. I tag them as much as I can. Like I said, you get those people like, oh, okay, I get it. Like you just advertise your show like 60 times. Yeah, it should have been 61. Like you don't get enough of it. It's gotta be in your face.
Yeah. Hope it gives you hell. No.
Exactly. I mean, like, cause a lot like people watch live and come in and out. We get a lot more to watch on the recording. Sometimes hundreds, sometimes thousands, which is freaking
That's
awesome.
great though if they're complaining about seeing you too much. I mean,
Exactly. That means they seen it. Am I right?
I'll take it.
I like the people who still like ring my phone on Tuesdays and Wednesday nights, and I'm like, show. Oh, I forgot. It's only been like what 5 years now. 220 some episodes between Yo and Yo 2.0, and you forgot. Christ. It's National Drink a Beer Day. So despite the fact I'm drinking my stateside tea, I also do have a beer.
I don't drink beer, but I've got Rockstar.
It's close enough. National Drink a Beer Day, so a little beer sipping to all my friends out there and fans and people who tune into the Yo Show. But let's get to
You
it.
go to the beer fest and stuff?
Oh yeah, so we're actually going to the one this weekend at Murphy's.
I went to Bacon Fest.
Bacon Fest is cool. I would do that.
Time.
I like bacon.
It was a good time.
Like
everything you could think of. Every single thing you could think of, bacon. It was insane.
I can think of a lot.
Yeah, I was in heaven.
I'll keep it PG. But let's get to it. Let's get to the reason why we do what we do, and that is the awesome bands. Our guest tonight, you heard one of their songs just a few minutes ago. Let's bring them out. Here we have two different screens. So we got, I think, the entire band. Let's bring out Reign of the Hated, ladies and gentlemen. All right. How you guys doing?
Good. How are you guys?
I love the creepy vibes.
And that, you know what's really great about it is I noticed there's going to be a little bit of echo, but it's cool because it adds to the creepiness of the backdrop.
It's very heavy metal.
Yeah, do I need to lower the screen?
It's good.
You guys hear us all right? Are we good? Making a good contact?
Yeah, we can hear you.
All right, awesome. So really, let's get right into it. We have you guys here. First of all, thanks for reaching out to us. And, we got this message on Instagram that said, hey, like, how do we get on the show? And like I said, just ask because we love local bands. We love metal. We love rock. We love all that stuff. So we're definitely excited to have you on. How did the band get started? What got you this together? And who came up with the awesome name of Reign of the Hated? Because it's super cool.
You start with the name.
Hmm?
How did you come up with the name?
I created Reign of the Hated. It was basically a name that I came up with for people who like all band together, like people who were hated, like, people who were, bullied, stuff like that.
Ostracized. That's awesome.
Yes. So it's like they all band together. So it's like Reign of the Hated.
Do you create like a lot of the names for the songs too?
Some of them, yes. I know I did the artwork. One of the artwork is right behind us.
Yeah, I love that one. It's
the bear.
Evil yet so cool, and it's super fitting. I absolutely love it. So from the get-go, when you guys first got together, did you go just straight to metal, or you all just like real metal fans, or did you kind of kick around what the approach was going to be?
It's kind of weird. When it first started, it was like thrash metal. Like I had to pull all the old videos down because it's just me and a drummer. As we've been progressing, like it's going back and forth between like grunge, rock, and metal, back and forth. Like today, I went to put in for a Spotify playlist, and they're like, "Oh, you guys are rock." I'm like, "Okay, so we're not heavy enough to fit in with metal, but we're too heavy to fit in rock. We're trying to find like an in between." Like as we're
you're
going,
a rock star though, so you're good.
Yeah, the sound keeps changing. Like we're going between like Fame on Fire type metal mixed with like Breaking Benjamin music.
Oh, I just missed them in concert too. Bummer. That's awesome. What inspired some of the songs? And like I know Manic Psychosis. I listened to that one earlier.
I'm trying to stay away from the whole mental health thing, but definitely mental health. It was about someone I knew with bipolar disorder and, depression, and they were suicidal and they thought like there was nobody there for them.
Yeah, it was just suicidal awareness, or is it still?
It's something like that.
It's a big topic.
It's kind of hard to talk about because I was told like to stay away from the whole mental health thing, but
Okay.
you could definitely hear like a lot of the elements of it in the music we have.
So a lot of our music was, especially the ones that deal with mental health awareness, they were created during the COVID pandemic. The other ones that are recreating now are just like stuff that we're going through in life, stuff that we're dealing with people who are going through something in their life. So
Sure,
it
you
was
just take
that
elements from life.
right. That was
Yeah.
one of the approaches. Is it mostly real life stuff or is it made up stories? And a lot of people seem to sing about real life instances because it's a great way to express. Um, Playing the hard rock style, metal style, talking about the deep topics. Does it help you guys get a lot of aggression out? Does it help you really express and kind of relieve some of the daily stresses?
A little bit. Like if you're angry, like you go to perform, it puts you in like a little trance for a bit. So it's like something takes over and you forget about it for a little while.
Makes
That's
sense.
awesome to hear.
Kind of what we do here.
Yeah, people were going through so many things during the pandemic that, I mean, we needed music. We needed
cameras
people to
off.
be out there bringing some of these things up. If you could take a song from a different genre and turn it heavy metal, what song would it be?
Any idea for you?
Mm-mm.
I've never actually thought about it. Like I've been hearing the song with Britney Spears and will.i.am lately, like a
Well,
lot of work.
TikTok's a big thing and they do the
Yeah.
Yeah.
switchovers. So, what song would it be?
For me, I'd like to do a Black Bear song.
I
Like
love
take one of his like
him.
rap songs and just like, make it metal. Like I honestly stalk his YouTube every day. Like when he releases new music, and I'm like, yeah, I want to do a song with you.
Yeah, you might be the only one that does that. No.
Pretty cool idea, like a metalish rap song. There's so many things out there to still be created. And one of the questions I wanted to ask you guys, I didn't put it on the list. But a lot of people say like, rock is dying, metal is dying. Anybody out there now is copycat, which I think is just straight up nonsense. Where do you feel it's at? Do you think social media makes it stronger, and you think metal is just getting stronger with a lot of the independents, or do you think it has taken a step back to more of the pop music?
It's taken a step back financially. Like I know for a fact a lot of people would rather go see pop bands than metal. But to me, that would make you want to step your game up, give them something to make them want to come see you. Like when you go to concerts, it's all one big theatrical show, the lights, the pyrotechnics and stuff like that. So to me, it's like it's making them have to step up their game, and a lot of people don't want to do that.
It
What
makes
have you?
sense. Yeah.
What's some of the things that you've had to do to step up your game?
Um, it's weird. Like I've always had a little bit of trouble dealing with like stage and audience control. So like we did a festival in New York, and I had to jump off the stage and run into the audience with people and like literally stand on the benches where they were sitting
Holy
while
gee.
performing.
That sounds
And
really fun, but
the dude running the show was like, "You're the first band that actually got out into the audience and was performing with the audience there."
that's great.
That's pretty cool that we got, we make new fans here for you. Our buddy JD Wolf there says he loves the music. And that's why we bring people on for more of our fans and friends to discover it. And I think it's really cool. Back to the social media approach. A lot of bands are doing singles, one song at a time. Are you into that scene, or do you want to like put together a big album and let that pop up? What's your approach? Because I like them all. I like the individual songs, getting a chance to taste it, but also getting your hands on an album and letting it play through is cool too.
So this is the method we've been taking. Like we have an album out now. It's called Unstable. We've been recording it song by song because unfortunately it takes a lot of money to record. The place we use is Central Studios in Rahway, New Jersey. It's located in Hell House. They charge 300 a song,
Wow.
which isn't bad because most places want like 1,000 now. But when you ain't got the money, it's kind of like, okay, $300, we'll do it in between paying bills, we save up. So we do release singles, but we'll take like the last two and leave it for the CD.
That's smart.
So
It's a
that
good way
way
to
it
go
makes you
about it.
like, okay, look, I'm gonna go and buy the CD just to get the last two songs.
That is a good idea though too, because it's and a lot of people say nowadays, I'm afraid to buy an album, I'm afraid I'm not gonna like it. But
Yeah.
yeah. I like it though because you discover songs that aren't mainstream and don't, they're not everybody's cup of tea and ends up being some of my favorites. So I like that. I'm always down for that kind of
As
stuff.
far as social media, how do you guys go about networking? Are you on Instagram, TikTok, Facebook?
We're on TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, even a MySpace account.
Wow.
And that's like a dinosaur.
Yeah, we were talking about it though. We're not gonna let Facebook go. Like,
No.
Facebook, you can't right now. It's weird. We had most luck on Facebook. Now they have a new feature where you could take your page and interact with it as a regular profile. So since we started doing that, we've picked up a lot more traction. Like we'll go to local bands and stuff like that and comment on their posts. Guitar companies. I mean, it picks up a little bit of traction. It does help.
That's pretty cool.
Which friend just forgot that you're on the show?
Yeah, somebody got a text during the show. I love that.
Louise. Oh, that's not Louise. I can't see the chat.
What's the one down there? Someone said probably music.
Yeah, that's their friend JD. I'm trying to figure who it is because I'm seeing the comments here. I don't see who it is though.
That's pretty good. Yeah,
So
the
if you
site
guys
we
could
use.
open for whoever, who would it be?
You got
Like,
this one.
What is that?
If you could open for whoever.
Oh my goodness, that's a hard question. Like, I don't know. There's the Amity Affliction. There's Motionless in White. There's Blink 182.
Oh,
I love
Different
that.
genres.
yeah, that'd be wild to kind of get your music in a different genre like that. That's, that definitely would be cool. I just love metal music. So I'm big into instruments and listen to the instruments play. And I read somewhere that Affiliate learned bass pretty much to get into the band. Like you learned it kind of on the fly.
Yeah, it's only been like 2 years, so still pretty new to it.
It's pretty. It's friggin' amazing, actually. Like to learn it, be playing in a band, and be making records and albums. Like, are you ever just blown away by that ability, or is it just like, yeah, I got it in me. You knew you have it in you all along.
About a mix of both of them.
Well, how did the band first take it? Were you nervous about having that, or you felt from the beginning it was the right move?
I still am nervous about it. I get nervous before every show, so.
Yeah, same with me.
Do you guys have any things that you do to take the nerves off a little bit?
No, unfortunately not.
In the movies, they always have like a paper clip or like a rubber band or something. I don't know.
No.
No, for me, definitely not. Like, I know a lot of my friends will drink or do pot or something before the show, and I'm like, no, I ain't got money to do that kind of shit.
See, the fans got to be supplying that kind of stuff to get you.
Yeah.
You're seeing right now, if you get out to a Reign of the Hated concert, folks, bring some party favors for the band. Loosen up a little bit. That's pretty cool. What are some of your favorite places to play? Where's some spots that you've gotten into that are pretty cool, and any dream spots that you want to play?
Dream venues.
One of my favorite places to play is Dingbat in Clifton.
For me, it was New York. We did Queens Rock Festival. It was a big stadium outside, and it was just people walking through a park. They'd run up and sit and watch the bands. It was nice, like first outdoor festival. And you have like 300-400 people just sitting there watching you.
Yeah, that's gonna be pretty. It's gonna be pretty wild. What's some of the craziest things you've seen from, let's say, maybe a mosh pit or some people getting down to your music? I'm sure you've seen some crazy stuff. What's like a couple things that stick out in your head that you're like, because that's when you know you made it as like rock stars, when people start doing crazy shit to your music.
From like one of our shows, we played what was that fucking place? Shit. It was in Pennsylvania.
Sounds about right.
Yeah,
Was it
Sportsman, yeah.
Cafe?
We were playing one of our newest songs, The Martyr, and we were still new at playing it, so I said, look, if you don't know how to play it, just stop and just throw a t-shirt into the fucking audience. It's our last shirt. So we had them pretty much moshing, like jumping and beating the crap out of each other in the audience just for a fucking t-shirt.
Those heavy metal moshers, they are intense. I've been to a number of heavy metal shows and crazy. Those guys, they go all in.
Especially for the
Um,
t-shirts.
Ophelia went to her first metal show in June. Like it was the Amity Affliction with Architects Collide and the Seafloor Cinema. And when Amity went on, we were in the front row. And a bunch of, how do I put this? It's 2022. Bigger people we decided to crowd surf and land on our necks.
Oh,
We dropped the fucking
Jesus.
phones, we dropped the t-shirts we bought, all the merchandise went all over the floor, and like you had like bigger people just like crowd surfing on our necks and shit, kicking us.
Jesus.
Yeah, there should be a weight limit to crowd surfing. Honestly.
Yeah. At my age, my crowd surfing and moshing days are a little bit past me. I've had some good times and I've been banged around a few times. I've lost merchandise, so I totally get what that's all about.
I crowd surfed at a No Doubt concert, and Gwen Stefani threw out the bottle, and I caught it, and I talked about it with all my friends for like weeks. It was like the highlight.
There's one venue I miss. It was Roseland Ballroom in New York City. Every show I went there, I somehow ended up in a mosh pit, but it was like a 3-floor venue.
Wow.
Like I've seen Escape the Fate and Bullet for My Valentine, and somehow people just start like fucking mosh pits in the back by the bathrooms and everything.
That's kind of like, there's venues in Philly that can get that way.
There's
My wife
levels.
yeah, she's anti-mosh, so we got to pick and choose what we go to. So
I'm little, so I'm good at dodging and weaving, but I'm not.
Stay out of those mosh pits.
right?
Just stay away from them.
They're dangerous. Allie's very tiny. So
I always get up towards the front, and I've got the big guys with their arms like coming down that have their arms up, and I'm getting like elbowed in the face. There's been a few concerts that there's been a couple of concerts I felt like I was in a mosh pit. I looked like I had been in a mosh pit afterwards.
The most insane one I've ever seen is a youre. They had Mayhem in New Jersey, and I went to go see it. And there was girls and guys with blood pouring out of their faces.
Wow, Jesus.
They were just like punching the crap out of each other on concrete. The security guards walked away. No one knew what to do. They're like, everyone's just bleeding. And
that's not moshing. That's literally beating the hell out of each other. Like I get the music, but
so when the security guards run away, that's sad.
Yeah, exactly right. When they're heading the other direction, you're in trouble.
They're like, this is above my pay grade.
So what do you think of the East Coast scene? Being a Jersey band and playing like New York, PA. We always ask the West Coast people, but we ask the East Coast people, is it more of a competition or is it more a community? Do you see yourself making good relations with other bands, or it seems like every band in it for himself?
I have to tread carefully with this question because I know there's a lot of local people that watch my stuff.
I got you.
There is a lot of competition. Like, if I were to say right now I got a guitar endorsement, everyone on my Facebook would be like, "Oh yeah, congratulations!" And then they'd be cursing me out to like one of my friends.
Mm-hmm.
Like, there's a lot of that shit in this area.
Yeah.
Another thing is a lot of people don't support each other. You could go to 100 of your friends' concerts, but you have one show and they gotta pay to get in, and it's like, fuck you.
Yeah. I get it. That's, it's kind of the same boat we're in. It's like I said, family calls you in the middle of the show. You're like, dude, it's Wednesday. I'm doing my show. Like, oh, I forgot. So that's, it's kind of tough, like to get them to reach out. But the fans that are there, like, how much energy do you get off the fans when you're performing on stage? How electric is it? Does it like, does it blow you away sometimes to be up there and living the dream and watching people just rocking out
Does
to the
that
music?
feed to your energy?
Right?
Honestly, yeah. Like we did a show a couple months ago in June, and there was a lot of energy there. It was nice. You could hear people cheering and shit in the background and videos.
Yeah, they're happy to be out. After
Right?
that
Yeah.
pandemic, they are ready.
I did notice that the West Coast, like North Carolina and all them areas, have a lot bigger of a music
Mm-hmm.
scene. People will just walk out and be like, "Hey, there's a new show tonight. I'm going to check this band out." Where over here in like the East Coast area, it's like, do I really want to see a new band?
Yeah. East Coast seems, in my opinion, a little more like, how much is it going to cost?
Yeah,
What do I know about this band? Are they too new to me? Are they my style? Me, I've walked into several places just to check out a new band, and I love because I love a little bit of everything, and I definitely want to get out sometime and see you guys. What are some of the plans? You got some shows coming up? I know you got one coming up.
we have October 15th, which is actually we're excited to do. It's a wrestling company called LTW Live, and they're having a wrestling show, but they're letting us open up and play the intermission.
That's
That
cool.
one, like, we're
And where
excited
is this one?
because it's in Old Bridge, New Jersey.
Okay. And you said October 15th?
Yeah, the tickets are actually almost sold out right now. I think the
Wow,
only thing left is like two or
Congrats.
three front row tickets.
That's awesome.
And then we have October 28th, which is going to be the Pharaoh the Bear CD release party.
And what does that entail? Like,
That one's more of like thrash metalcore bands. It's going to be Jeremy. We're playing obviously Necro Garden, the Pharaoh the Bear. They're having a big CD release party. It's going to be definitely a lot of mosh pitting.
no matter where you
first here,
stand.
guys.
Yeah, that's the one thing. No matter where you stand
Mosh
at
pits
dingbats,
aren't
you usually
dead.
end up getting hit.
Yeah, it's a small price to pay though, because when the music is like yours and get into that kind of music, you're almost willing to take a shot because it gives you that energy towards the music. Um,
Yeah.
how long have you been doing it? Like, at what age did you get into it and start playing and realize this was like your dream?
For me, it was at 13.
Awesome.
Ophelia was about, how old were you? She's a girl, I don't want to answer this one for her.
I'm just gonna say I was in my 20s. I'm not giving my age away.
No, you're not supposed to. I mean, I would have assumed you're in your 20s now, so I definitely wouldn't
I
guess
love
anything
your
else.
name, by the way.
Thank you.
Yeah, and it's definitely metal. It's definitely a metal
Yeah.
name.
I got actually inspired from Children of Bodom. Like I seen Alexi Lejo playing, I was like, ooh, I want to be like him.
That's good.
That's
It's great
awesome.
to, yeah. I mean,
Like our music sounds nothing like it. It sounds like Nirvana, but you know.
Definitely. But you can actually, I heard little bits of whoever said Black Bear and that. Like, I heard little bits and pieces in there because
Thank
I'm a
you.
big fan. Like, I am all about him. I actually was trying to go see him when he played around here. He just played in New Jersey. Well, Machine Gun Kelly. He wasn't on the tour for our area, of course, but
Oh,
yeah, when he comes around, yeah,
I
that
have
song with
found
him and
YouTube.
Avril.
I have found YouTube to be very helpful. Like, I'll go stalk Fame on Fire and be like, yo, I want to do a song with your vocalist, Black Bear, and they'll react to it. Like, they do know the band exists because they use the band account. Like, they know it exists. It's just they're.
You should make one of his songs. Do it with the heavy metal
yeah.
vibe, like in the background on TikTok. You go viral in a day.
I thought about that because we do record covers once in a while. I don't like to do it because I don't want to be labeled like a pure cover band.
Right.
Like the amount of time that we put into our covers, like I don't know if you guys heard our cover of Zombie.
I saw it. I
No.
had not heard it. That is such an awesome freaking song, so I got to check it out. I
We
saw it on your
spent
list. I think
so much time redoing it, adding different notes in there, adding different parts of the scales. And I'm like, wow, we just spent like 3 weeks working on guitar parts, bass parts, We could have made an original of this shit.
Yeah, but it was worth it. Zombie is an iconic song.
Yeah, like a lot of our
You're
bigger
very
shows that
certain
we've
the other
gotten,
room.
Right? Yeah.
a lot
Yeah,
of our
we
bigger shows we got came from that cover.
really, that's pretty awesome though. And sometimes that's what works when you see the range and how you handle other songs. We were out in Nashville a couple months ago for my wife's birthday, and every bar has a band, and half the
Yeah.
bands were playing Zombie, and with their own little flavor. So I definitely got to check out your cover because I like it. It's kind of a harder song.
I like that
We
you guys have that mix though. Like they have that punk kind of calm, chilling vibe, but they also have the heavy metal vibe.
Thank you.
Like I love that the Taylor Munson from The Pretty Reckless. I love that she was in Gossip Girl, played that part, can pull off that vibe, but then puts on fishnets, has a microphone, and just kills it. It's awesome.
Yeah, that's pretty cool.
I
So
totally get that vibe from you guys.
I always ask bands, especially metal bands. Of course, one of the icons of the genre is Pantera. They're talking about this little reunion thing. Do you feel it takes away from the legacy, or do you feel like as long as the music is played and it's more of a tribute, that it's cool to go on with it? Like, would you want somebody to go out and pay tribute to your band, or just cover your song? Like, how does that play out to you guys?
They, I have to laugh because one of our ex-band members was talking about making a tribute band to us like 2 months ago. I'm okay with it because if the other members are dead and they can't come back, then it's okay. Because I know, money gets tight. You do need to make money doing shows again.
I love that.
Like
You gotta have a good attitude about it. The more people that talk about you, the better it is for you.
I got asked the exact similar question to who was that girl who just joined Demi Lovato. I'm trying to forget. I forgot her name. She was a metal guitar player that joined her, and they're like, "How do you feel about it?" I'm like, "Look, we need money in this world. If you can get $1 million to go and play one tour with Demi Lovato, are you going to say no?"
Exactly.
Especially just playing guitar. Like, are you going to come out with, "Oh, I can't do it"? It's not being a sellout or anything like that. It's just we need cash.
I feel you. I mean, I kind of asked the Pantera question because I'm looking at you from a distance. You got a little dime bag thing going on over there.
Thank you.
That's a good thing. You know what I mean? It's one of the legends, and you guys are pretty cool. I love the style. It's laid back, chill interview. Meanwhile, you go up there and absolutely kick ass. What do you do when you're not being metal? Like, is there times you're just like petting puppy dogs and
when you're not being rock stars?
Right, you're not being rock stars. Or you
what do you do for
faces
fun?
at babies.
What do you do?
I have 2 pit bulls, so I'm a pit bull mama.
There you go.
And aside from that, I'm getting into crafting, making some custom masks and stuff like that. Shut up.
That's awesome. You'll have to tag us when you do up the mask.
Yeah, I also draw a lot, so I'm getting back into that. I like to paint. So
For me, I sometimes play video games, watch TV like Family Guy, South Park.
What video games do you play?
I play the Nintendo Switch a lot because I literally spend a lot of time practicing.
Son.
So to get the vocals, like the deep gritty growls, you got to practice a lot. So the Nintendo Switch you can just bring with you, if you're in the basement practicing. Like I'll play Pokemon, Digimon, Dragon Ball Z, stuff like that.
Yeah, we play a little Pokemon Go when we go out. We have a lot of
You bring it with you too.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's a big plus. So what's next for you guys? More music? Every band we talk to says I got so many songs lined up. You have a bunch of stuff waiting to come out?
We do, but it just takes money to record.
Sure.
Our drummer Ivan, the king and his drums, was talking about building a studio, in his girlfriend's house. He's like, "Look, I'm going to pay to get the studio built, so you don't got to pay like $300 a song every fucking couple months."
Sure.
We have the material, it's just the money.
Right, I get that. We were on the same boat. We used to have a live studio the price went through the roof. I'm like, all right, from now on, we're going to webcast it like you see it here. And eventually, get back to being live because that's, you like to get the vibe off the people.
Yeah.
But we also like this where we get the live because before we were just audio and it did nobody any justice. Didn't do the music justice. Didn't do the band's justice. Like you guys came out and just killed it with that awesome reddish, blackish backdrop you got going on and the logo
We
in
can
the
change
background.
it if you guys want.
No,
Yeah,
that's
you
great. I think it's awesome. And that's like one of them. It's really creative because you came out and just sold yourself perfectly. I think it's
You want to show
awesome.
your mask?
No. So here's the mask that I made.
Oh, let's see.
I don't
Oh,
know if they can see the
yeah.
video camera. I can't see
I
it.
can see it. It looks pretty badass.
The October 15th show, one of the wrestlers, the 420 Cowboy, he
Yeah.
reached out and was like, yo, I want you guys to perform with masks like that on.
Yeah, I like it. I think it's badass.
Sorry.
That's awesome.
And it's another avenue to try, like I said, to generate money and try to get money because it's cool looking and it becomes, an original from the band. Which is
Yeah,
awesome.
like that's what I was gonna say. It becomes like another gimmick. Like, there is a band there called the what? What is it?
Americans.
The Americans. They dress up like horror characters for their concerts.
It's not bad.
Speaking of the horror,
Allie got her. She's starting her 31 days of Halloween. So hey, maybe she'll get together with you guys and purchase a custom made mask and pop.
I'll make a
pretty cool.
dance or have one of my friends make a dance to one of your TikToks.
All right.
But let's make a deal. You have to do one with Black Bear and tag him.
All right. I would do that.
I need to see a duet from you. And I
Nah, see,
promise
I don't know
I
about
will.
duet, but I would just redo the whole thing.
Okay, I'll take it. And I will
Like,
restare
I already
my
got
page
the
also.
song in mind. What the hell is the name of this song?
I don't fucking care.
No, I like that one too, but
That's a good one.
like I like his older stuff. Fuck. Like I could check it's like literally on my Spotify playlist, but if I close this, I'll fucking. I got my other phone on.
What are some
The
of the
audio.
lyrics?
There's Dead
Yeah,
to
we
Me. I
can
like
put you
that
on
one.
the spot. Go ahead. You can sing us.
Yeah, give me 1 second. I'm gonna close this up.
He jumped on the other screen there. We got him on the other side.
Your camera
Pretty
is
cool.
on.
Is it still playing? Oh shit!
Oh,
Yeah.
yeah.
I like the screen froze. Hang on a second. Oh, swear to God, that's what it's called.
We're expecting it. We want to hear it. We want to hear a remake, and we'll. Well, I don't know if we can share it on the show, but we definitely want a remake.
I planned on putting you guys on the spot and trying to get you guys to do something for TikTok, but we don't really know what we're allowed to
Right.
do on here.
Yeah.
So.
Do you have a puppy on your lap?
Yes, I do. This is my dog 6.
Aww.
My two are upstairs. They come down and they start fighting with each other, so I gotta excuse them from the room. We're all puppy daddies here and
The
puppy
little
mamas.
dogs bark if you don't give them attention.
Yeah. it's a whole different ballgame. So really I look forward to more stuff from you guys, and we would love obviously to invite you back on again. Like I said, we do this Tuesday nights and Wednesday nights when more music drops and more shows. We'd love to get you back on and talk more about it because we're fans, and as soon as you reach out, we start listening, we start checking it out, and I thank you for that. I want to
One
give
more
everybody
time, throw out what are your next 2, October.
October 15th, we're opening for LTW Live. It's going to be a wrestling event. And October 28th, we're going to be playing at Dingbats in Clifton, opening up for the Fan of the Bear. Also, we have December 9th locked in. It's going to be a charity event for Norm's Angels, which is another version of Toys for Tots.
Oh, that's
Awesome.
awesome. That kind of stuff we definitely love.
I also have a side thing. Like, I'll take pictures of people I meet, like on the street, rappers and stuff like that, and promote them on Blood Wolf Management. It's like a promotion thing I run where I just like promote different shows, rappers, comedians, and businesses and stuff like that.
I smell
And
something.
be sure to be on a lookout. We are going to be releasing our last single of 2022 soon, hopefully.
Okay, one last question I've got to ask. What's up with not being signed to a label? Do you guys have... means to your madness?
No. We had a couple labels reach out, and I asked them like, "What are you guys offering?" They're like, "We're gonna put you guys' music on Spotify." I said to them, "Spotify, we're already on.
Right.
We're already paying for our own recording. What can you offer us?" And they were like, "Well, that's it. We take like
Yeah,
50%
nothing
of
more
your
than you
stuff."
can do.
Wow, they
And I'm
take
like,
50. Yeah.
"Yeah, like 50% for what I'm already doing." I'm like, "No, we're not doing it." I had another label from overseas reach out. Um, they were like, "Oh, you need to scrap the vocalist." I'm like, "Okay." They're like, "You need to get a female in a bikini on stage and just keep your, weighing in your pants." And I'm like, "Right." So we got the whole sexism thing going on here, right?
And
Yeah.
hold on, I have one more thing that I have to throw in there because people have been asking. So there's a rumor that Adam Levine slid into your DMs. Can we hear more about that?
Yeah, man. Like he just started. He seen the artwork and was like, "Fuck, man, I love your artwork."
That guy seems to love a little bit of everything. I'll watch what you do with it.
He might try to go and he might try to rape me or something.
Right? It is great artwork though. Like that's
Thank you.
Exciting though.
part of
It's like that's exciting that he would reach out. You should be really proud of yourself.
Yeah, I know. I'm actually really happy about that. We are currently looking for a record label though. One that can specifically help us with touring.
Yeah, that's the big thing. There's other bands that we know that we would love to send your way, and bands I'm sure you've intertwined with in the past, and just try to get you more notoriety because your kind of
Thank
music
you.
is the kind of music we need. Metal bands, whether it's extreme heavy or rock heavy or whatever it is, got to get out there and keep the genre alive because everybody says, "Oh, this band sounds like this." Well, it sounds like this because they're trying to bring back
Yeah.
real music, instruments, stuff like that, not electronic everything. And you guys are definitely on the right path. And I love what you do. I'm going to remind everybody, make sure you find Reign of the Hated. They're very accessible. Got everything right
Thank
down the
you.
bottom there. Oh, absolutely. So find, I always wait for the scroll. You can get them on Apple Music, which I already did. Got you guys on Apple Music, Spotify.
Yeah,
You can watch the
TikTok,
videos
Facebook.
on YouTube, TikTok, Facebook, Instagram, and Facebook, of course. Reign of the Hated Bandcamp. Reign of the Hated at bandcamp.com. And I want to thank you
Manic
guys.
Psychosis is an
Thank
awesome
you.
song. Also, look that one up.
Yep, absolutely. Check out all the music. Like, give a listen, especially if you're into, like I said, working out at the gym and need something hard, you're into the rock metal music sound, or you just want to see what Adam Levine's checking out. Check out these guys. Kane,
To see
Ophelia,
her artwork.
right? See more artwork and check out Ophelia's mask and
Look,
everything. So
you're
check out
hitting
their
music, you're hitting artwork, you're just
follow the sites. There's a lot of exciting stuff coming on. Like I said, we would love to welcome you back when more stuff drops. And
We would love to be back on here.
awesome. We can't thank you
thank
guys
you
enough.
so much. It was so nice meeting you guys.
It's nice meeting
It was
you.
nice meeting you too.
All right. Good luck out there and keep it up, man. Keep kicking ass because we love it. Like I said, my Apple
Keep
playlist
heavy metal.
is ready to go. Have a great night, guys.
Before we go,
Yes.
Oh, I'm Ophelia.
I'm Kane, and you're
Yep.
listening to the Yosho.
That's awesome. I got to soundbite that for later. Thanks, guys. That's freaking awesome. I always wanted that. And that just really made my night. Kane and
Look,
Ophelia.
he's smiling from ear to ear. You got him cheese
No.
face. It's not the beer tonight. They actually made you cheese face.
They did. I know. I got cheese face and pink cheeks just from that awesome little lead in. We got to like.
That's gonna be
lead
his
in commercial.
ringtone.
Probably. Have a great night, guys. Thank you again so very much.
Thank
This
you,
was
guys.
super cool.
Bye.
Reign of the
Bye.
Hated, Kane and Ophelia. We're gonna let them skip out of the studio there and do their thing. Allie, I got to tell you,
That was so exciting.
great. They're
Very.
great. They're-
I love the whole creepy vibe that like.
yeah. The backdrop is super cool. And he said we could
Yeah.
change it. No need to change it. That was phenomenal, man. I felt every inch of like the metal and the hard music and a little bit of the, be scared of us because we kick ass. I felt it.
Like if you want to see more, come to our show.
Exactly. That was a nice, nice little
And we
lead-in.
got to give them props. They're doing stuff for charity. They're getting
That's
out there.
big. That's really big, and we like to do that too. And I noticed he said like, oh, excuse me, that was terrible. Kind of a almost like a Toys for Tots thing because me and Jewel were talking about that last night, and we have done charity work in the past. We've had shows on and people on to talk about their charities. So whatever they're doing, we'd love to promote it here, and it's great to use your platform not just for great music, but to also give back to others. That's pretty awesome. I love it.
Definitely. They sounded like they were really making moves.
They are, and I'm excited for them. Like I said, I get excited for rock and metal because a lot of people say, like, and I asked the question, a lot of people say, oh, it's dead. It's a dying breed. And
Better see
like,
that Black Bear song on his TikTok.
right?
Though.
I want it. I want
I
it.
am going on.
Just
I
keep
will write
pressing.
him every day. Like, where is it? Where is it at?
I'm still here. I'm waiting for it. But that's the beauty of TikTok, especially when you're a musician, an artist. You know, you're not as afraid to be creative. For a normal guy like me, I'm like, oh, I can't possibly go on. But a guy like that and Ophelia, that's their living, going out and just rocking. So for them to create something, definitely very cool. And her
And
artwork,
they seem like they love it. Like they seem like they
yeah,
love what they do.
yeah. I would
So
too. That's awesome. Like I said, the mask was super cool, and she does painting, which I'm sure you could tell she's a super talented person. I would love to see more of it. And like I said, it's down below their Instagram, their Facebook. Reign of the Hated is a great band, and like I said, they're all into all kind of artwork. So check them out and see what they got. I'm a fan. I'm a fan already.
before she blows up and doesn't have time for anybody, you should really have her do a logo.
She'll
You're like,
always have
yo.
time for us. Right, I know, right? She'll always have time for us.
It all went down in the ocean when he blows up from the Black Bear song.
That's right. When he's on tour.
It went
But,
down here.
it was really cool though, and the thing I love, as I mentioned, like he reached out and said, "Hey, we'd love to be on your show," and that blows me away because I love what I do, and I don't think of myself as this big star, but other bands mention us to their friends who are in bands, and some reach out and say, "Hey, how about it?" We had one on a couple weeks ago on the Yo show, Sergio Michel, great rock star, and he said, "Hey, I watched your episode with the BA sisters, they're friends of mine. They said go on, it's laid back, it's cool. You guys really pay attention and honor the artist. That's what it's about, man. I know we know what we're all about, and I know Allie likes to talk, and I like to talk. But let's have a spot where artists talk too and do their thing. Super cool." And the genuine thing is, I love. There it is. Thank you for having us. Absolutely, guys. Really, thank you. Thank you for coming on.
Thanks for watching us.
Right, right. We love it. Thank you so much. And like I watch you, Allie, and I know myself, it actually becomes. And I never say interview. Interview is like a dirty word because it's almost like interviews of press, like blah 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 blah. It's a chat. It's a hangout. It's like you're all sitting around a table and talking, and your delivery with it, where you ad lib and chime into some of the things we relate to it. It becomes a big conversation, and I love that. And I learned that from another metal singer, an awesome one, Miss Lena Scissorhands, who I love. She sings. She also has a webcast of her own. And she says, we don't interview, we chat. People come on and we just chat. And that's what I love. I think it's super cool.
Yeah, it's like meeting a new friend somewhere and just talking. I meet people everywhere, every single place I go. Sometimes even when I'm trying to avoid it, I'm like.
But your personality is very electric. I've seen that in person. Like people are kind of drawn to see what you're all about. There's the Blood Wolf Productions. Maybe create a giant Yo and Yo 2.0 concert. Get some of our bands together and their band and just make things happen. Like I'm so about getting out there live. I know Jewel talks about it a lot, and I know Allie's down for it. I'm down for it. So some we're going to start kicking around. Some of our previous bands have been on here, like a big show, even if it's a charity thing, whatever, something like that.
I'm down.
I'm definitely down.
Yeah, I am 100% in. I am all about spreading those good vibes and about the kindness.
I
Like
agree.
I give my son like a side look if he doesn't hold the door for someone. Like I just think he should do that. Like I think people are forgetting to just be kind to people. So I like make sure that I instill that in him every single day.
True. And I joke and people are like, that's stupid. But the test in life, I call it the Wawa test. Why? Because there's always door traffic at Wawa. And there will be people that just push through the door and could care less who they hit in the face. And
I
there's
judge
those,
them too. I totally judge them too.
I'm telling you, it is the Wawa challenge. It's like the Wawa test. That's how you test human decency. Like, are you going to slam me in the face with the door? Are you going to like give me a nod? Like I always hold the door. I give a nod, no matter who it is. Elderly male, young female, pretty, whatever the hell it is.
Like
I
I
hold
was
the
going
door.
crazy with the mask because like I couldn't smile at anybody.
Exactly. Oh my God. Yeah. Like that's nutty. And
I
you
mean,
can like, you see like you
yeah,
can't.
I'd be staring at someone and they're staring back at me like, what? And I'm like, I'm smiling at you. You just don't see it. But
Try to say hello, bro. And I get you. The masking was horrible. And it, for people like us, you and I, who love to deliver the smile and be upbeat, perky, if you will, is the popular word. The mask was killing me because you'd wear it and all people see is like a potential angry face. And you're not. You've got a big
I
smile.
love the people that got the whole shield and they're
Yeah.
walking around the supermarket with like and it's like got like an opal kind of coloring to it. I'm like, oh my God, RoboCop!
It's like
RoboCop in the supermarket.
it's like all fogged up. And
Oh my gosh, those things, I can't even wear them. Like,
no.
I don't know anybody that like those are not good. They're just not.
A buddy of mine had one on. I'm like heading out like welding, bro, and he's like, "Dude, shut up! Like this way, I don't have to wear a stupid mask, and I could see my face." And dude looked like he was welding.
Listen, listen, I can wear the cute masks that match my outfit if I'm going into like a public place. But like, I don't even understand wearing a mask to go into a restaurant that you're going to eat at. I
Right.
mean, my mom and I get into it. She's like, why aren't you wearing your mask to go in? And I'm like, because we're about to take it off to eat. Like, what's the point of doing that? But to his their own. I mean, if you feel safer wearing a mask for an extra 2 minutes, fine. I just prefer to put my head down and kind of just keep going, walk past.
Put on your shirt.
Yep.
That's like the theorists who say, you can't sit inside, but you can sit in a tent. Like this giant tent. You can all sit together in a tent without a mask on, but don't go inside the building. I guess the
Chicky
tent
and Pete's. Chicky and Pete's. We went down there during the pandemic and they had that kind of situation. And I'm like, this isn't any better. Not
It's
at
right.
all.
You're still enclosed.
Yeah.
You gotta die of something. If I had to die of something, my choice would be
I
sitting
love
in a
Chicky and
bar.
Pete's, by the way. I was not putting down Chicky and Pete's.
No,
Love
not. I love it. I love all the locations except the original. I've been the original one forever, but we had a great time. I love it there, and I love a lot of the staff are friends of mine.
it. Win the racehorse.
Right, you didn't win the racehorse. God damn it! What
I
a
know.
ploy.
Got me
But
all psyched.
but yeah, like I mean, it sounds sick. I know people, trans, yep, whatever you want to say. People got the disease and got very sick from it, and some passed, etc. So we're not making light of the disease, but if I had to go some way, it would be sitting in a restaurant, downing shots, drinking beers, and eating good food. I mean, fuck
Oh
it.
no, I'm not downing like
Right.
having it. I mean, I had it.
Yeah,
I'm
I've
not
had it. A lot of people have had it. Yeah.
And I was not good. I mean, I'm the first one that I avoid crowds. I just don't understand the restaurant. I just don't understand wearing it when you're about to take it off. Like
Exactly.
if you're just getting the food, yeah, wear the mask, get the food, go. If you're feeling sick, yeah, you should do that. But as far as wearing it to just go sit down at Applebee's, no.
Yeah, I don't get it. Some places really did an awesome job with like the carry out and we not that me and my wife were exploding with money, but we made sure we tipped heavy because people weren't getting the crowd. So if you ordered out food, throw a big tip because
A
people
lot of
really
the
needed
bars
that.
were doing the shot thing.
Yeah, or the
Like
takeout.
the cups, yeah, they had like these like mason jugs that they would have the drinks in, and they were selling the drinks. I was like, oh, wow.
All right, where's that at? Takeout booze, like that's what I'm
I
all
know
about.
the NBI was doing it for a while. There were a couple places
Yeah, a
up
few
this way.
Murphy's was doing it. LBI, Humeville Inn was doing it, and
Murphy's. I haven't been there in a long time.
dude, you let us know next time you want to go. Murphy's is always a scene. It's a little rowdy, but it's always a good time.
I know.
Me and the
Somebody
missus
just brought
go.
up Whiskey Tango the other day. Like, I haven't even been down in that area in a while. But
Jesus.
like, wow, the last time Whiskey Tango and the memories that just come along with that. Wow.
Yeah, one of these times when I go to Murphy's, we'll hit it. We go there. We enjoy it. That's I know disrespect them, right? Like I said, we're going to their beer fest on the 8th. But you don't go there saying, I think I'll have a beer and go home. You go there with the
No.
intention to getting kind of wrecked and having a little bit of drama and a lot of fun and getting silly. There's certain places that are certain vibes. Like I go to the Humeville Inn because I'm a beer enthusiast. I want to try
taste
different
a bunch
beers.
of things to know what you like.
Right, exactly. So the Humeville Inn is more like my tasting plateau. Murphy's is I'm going to get wrecked. Let's get rowdy tonight.
I knew going to Bacon Fest that I was going to eat a lot of fucking bacon.
Exactly.
I knew that I was going to gain a couple of pounds.
Stop.
Good with that. I was totally good with that. Oh, I had all sorts.
That
I
does
was in
sound
heaven.
good.
I was like, yeah.
The next
I
one,
think
there's
it's coming up soon. I think it's November.
There's another one coming up. I think it's a burger fest. All these different hamburgers. I know, but it's like
I'm trying to go to Cheesesteak Fest. I am like a sucker for cheesesteaks.
Same. Or Taco Fest. There's a lot of them. Got to get to some of them. Beer Fest,
Taco
of course.
Fest.
That's a good Beer Fest of any.
I really wanted to try one of those taco pizzas. Did you see them?
No.
Oh my God. It was some kind of thing. The place that's inside Infinity, I'm blanking right now.
Oh.
The cheesesteak place in is it Jim's? Whatever it was, teamed up with this other they made this like nacho pizza thing. Oh my God. I was like, if anything is food porn, like this creation nails it. Definition.
It's amazing you're that into food because you're like 100 pounds.
Dude,
you're so tiny.
All my friends, they bribe me with food. Literally, they'll be like, well, if you go, we can stop by Chipotle. If we go, we can stop and get a cheesesteak. I mean, cheesesteaks, I'm going to be down.
Yeah, absolutely.
And my friend Jay, he's been at a few restaurants. He's up in New Hope right now. This man, even Jackson, both of us, we will eat whatever he makes. Don't even tell us if it's something weird. Like, we are eating it. Oh, he made blackened chicken with something else, and like it wasn't looking that good, but I know his skills because I've been eating his food for a long time. So I was like, okay, I'm gonna try it. Jackson, who doesn't try anything, he's like, I'm in. We both a whole plate.
I don't even bother looking. I just go. So your favorite 2 or 3 cheesesteaks? Put you on the spot.
Well, I don't really like the Cheese Whiz ones. I'm gonna be honest. I'm from Philly. I get it. Like, I've been to Geno's. I've been to all those spots. I would say Jim's Steaks is probably for Philly wise. Up here, I love this little mom and pop's place called Hotspot. They're right around the corner from me. They're in Doylestown.
Oh, all right.
They're amazing. I do love chicken pizza.
Yes.
I mean, I can always go for chicken pizza. I like the littler spots, like almost like a dive bar, but like a dive cheesesteak place.
Well, I'm going to recommend, I think I might have said it before, up here in the Levittown area is Gleason's. Now, Gleason's has a new owner, Pat, who's owned it for a couple of years now. But his goal was to revive the place with a great cheesesteak, a little bit of
Hold,
craft beer, and
wait, I take back what I just said. A thought just came into my mind. Sorry. Pudgies.
all right, I've heard. I've never had. I've heard.
Go with Pudgies because you can get a cheesesteak that's like this. And I was talking so much shit. I'm like, yo, I'm going to kill this thing. I am going to kill it. I'm going to eat the whole thing in one sitting, which I can take down food. I made it probably a little past a quarter because I didn't realize that it's really thick too.
Yeah.
So, and I had fries, but
The
yeah,
fries do it.
I wouldn't have won that competition.
No, that's like the one
But
up here.
I ate it the next day. I
I'm
had
sure.
it 2 days after that, and I got a pepperoni cheesesteak. So,
Oh,
yeah, it was
God.
delicious.
I said up here is Curly's Comfort Food, and it's the same thing. You get this
Another good
sandwich,
one.
and we first got one. I'm telling the wife like, oh, we should have got because we split the one. I'm like, we should have got two, and she's like, what? I'm like, look, I'll kill this thing. I barely finished my half, and I'm like,
I've been on
whoa.
a weird kick with tuna hoagies too. Like this place up near me, Spatola's, they have like the most unbelievable tuna hoagies. And I'm really picky because
Yeah, the pre-mixed ones are.
I grew up, that was like one of the things my mom like made, and she made it like the mom way. So like I'm very, very picky when it comes to what tuna salad I go with, but theirs is phenomenal.
I get you. I like I'll go to Primo's and get the Italian tuna because it's a fresh can of cento, not mixed. They'll put the cento right on the roll, a little lettuce, tomato, onion, and I like a little
I've never
mayonnaise in
been there.
mine. I recommend it to try. Yeah, may not be your thing. If you get there, to try the Italian tuna. They actually said they'll put it out. They'll actually open a fresh can and put it out and make a hoagie of it. Instead of that pre-mixed stuff that might have been there for 3 days,
Mhm.
and the mayonnaise is runny and looks like snot, and they slap it on. Yeah, that's so. Just a suggestion.
Six has been so good. She really only stood up a couple times.
Tuna onion mayo salad. Now that sounds really good. There's our good friend Ray Coleman, the sensational.
Oh yeah, you always got to throw the
performer.
onions in there and mayo. Yeah,
Oh, dude, I need onions on everything pretty much. I love onions, raw onions, fried onions. I love me some onions. So getting with tuna, like I make my own if I make a tuna sandwich.
Now, what do you put into it?
I'm glad you asked because
Everybody puts different.
Used to be a secret, but now I let it all out. So I use obviously any kind of tuna, usually the albacore. I use a little bit of lemon. I put some lemon in it. I use that bagel seasoning, everything bagel seasoning.
Really?
Oh, I'm telling you, a little bit of garlic powder, and then I add balsamic vinaigrette, just a little pinch of that.
Wow.
Little sweetness to
Okay.
it. So a little lemon, little balsamic vinaigrette, and a couple of the seasonings. And then it's got to be, like Ray said, tuna onion mayo. It's got to be on toast. I like a piece of tomato on it. Of course, you got to have the onion on it and a little mayo. And yeah, that's me. I do tuna up. I don't just slap
Like a
it.
real big. Sorry, my dog's hair. I've been on a real big like kick with like the chicken salads and tuna salads, but I've been eating them on the whole wheat
Okay.
bread. So
Yeah.
I'll just put a slice of the lettuce, but I put minced onions in
Ooh.
my tuna. It takes away some of the fishy.
What's the difference
Taste.
between a fish and a guitar? Help me, Allie. You might know this one. I gotta say, I
Mm,
don't know the answer. I'm excited for the answer, but I don't know
yeah, I don't know. I'm trying to think of
it.
something.
You can't tune a fish, but you can tune a guitar. Thank you, everybody. He'll be here all week.
Such a good dad joke.
Ray Coleman. That is a great dad joke. Ray is super entertaining. We had the pleasure of meeting him and seeing him perform live. He's excellent. He's a good friend of the show and
We have more
awesome dude.
jokes.
What's that?
More jokes from Ray.
Hey, you got more Ray? I mean, we're here. We're here all. We got another 20 some minutes to kill. You got to see him
Wow,
perform
we
now.
only have 20 minutes left. Jeez.
30. We got 30 minutes. It goes by so fast because it always does. But the funny thing, and I don't know about you, but after I get off the air, I can't go to sleep. I got the energy in me from
I make
being on.
TikToks.
That. Well, I'm sure I'm not your thing, but I've really I'm impressed tonight when you came out with the makeup on, and when I first need to come backstage, like it's hard to see. It's a little picture. I'm like, oh my god, something's wrong. Like it looks like you burned yourself or something. But instead, it's that. It's really awesome. That's amazing work, especially you did that yourself in such a short amount of time.
Yeah, my best friend sat here and watched me.
Impressive.
He watches me do. He's like, I can't even believe that you do that like that.
You got it like perfectly matched to the
He'll
lip
make
line.
fun of it as I'm going along. He's like, that doesn't look right. That doesn't look right. I'm like, wait for it. Wait for it. Wait for it. Because he's an
Yeah.
artist. So, like, he's used to
Wow.
doing it that way. I'm like, makeup is not the same. Like, you can't do it like that. You got to do it in layers and you got to put it together.
Not that, but you managed with that look to nail the eyeliner to match the hairdo. Like, your style is just, I love it.
I try.
Big fan. Which brings me to a topic I want to talk about. And we're open people, and I always like to ask different people, especially people that are outgoing like yourself. Because you always get into this talk with dudes, or you hear the girls talk about it when they huddle around, and then opposite sex talks about it, and it's, whoops, didn't come up. What makes someone sexy? What do you consider sexy? What do you look for? What appeals to you? Because I know it's night and day what women look for in men and what men look for in women, vice versa. So, you being a woman, what are some of your favorite attributes? What catches your attention, etc.? Men, don't try this at
Well,
home.
I'm going to throw this out right now. I'm single. So I don't know, like, if I'm the best person to ask, per se. But I'm not into the guys that, like, take pictures of their abs and all that and, like, constantly are sending me pictures. I kind of like a guy that, like, does his own thing, but still finds time for me. So, I mean, I guess finding someone that works in with my life, to me, that's sexy as shit.
And I like that answer because when I met my wife and we talked about this the other day. I'm like, you know what I like? The dating, going out and dating
That's
you. And
awesome, though. Like, that.
true. Like, that's the epitome of sexy because she's so awesome. But the way we connected when we dated, it wasn't like there was no
I
nerve.
see you, Cassie, on your Facebook posting your cute little cowgirl pictures.
Nah, she looked hot. She really did. And but it's like, for me, a connection of personality is really sexy, and we get along personality-wise terrific. You've seen us out in public, and it's cliche to go the boobs, the butt. Yeah, we all like
I
that.
think it's also about how the person makes you feel. Like, I dated
That's
a guy
good.
that didn't have tattoos, and he really didn't like girls with tattoos. He didn't like girls with colored hair. Like, why are you
And you
dating
dated
me?
this guy, huh? Right? Like,
Why are you dating me? Like, I was sitting there the one day while he's telling his kids that he doesn't like when girls wear makeup, and I'm like,
what, bro?
huh? Like, even his daughter was looking at me like, huh?
Girls with colored hair that wear makeup and even put on like Halloween makeup and have tattoos and
I
like
mean,
metal
listen,
music, not for me.
what it is what you get. I mean, I'm always gonna be weird. I'm always going to be different. It's just me.
I like that. Though. I like unique, and my wife's definitely unique. And everybody says, "Man, she talks so much." I love that because she'll talk to anybody about anything, and every conversation she holds is like essential to her. She's glued. Oh well, yeah, a big fat arse, of course. I like me some fat ass, and I like some big boobs. I mean, who doesn't? A big heart. Big heart is good. I like it. I like a nice smile, and
so a big ass and a big heart.
Big right, 2 big hearts
Got
right up
you,
top of the
Ray.
chest.
We got you.
We got you, Ray. 2 big hearts right on top of the chest. I love it.
I have a shirt that has skeleton hands with 2 hearts. I'll have to wear it on one day.
Absolutely.
You almost got Gloomy Bear. I almost wore my Gloomy Bear onesie.
I changed 3 times. I actually put my Rammstein shirt on because we had a metalish band on tonight.
I just got Cannibal Corpse. I was actually debating on. I almost pulled that one out, but
that's pretty cool though. It's a show I've never been to. See, it's good to know I have somebody that can go to metal shows because a lot of people I know just don't do metal shows.
I'm like crazy. I've got I like what a 12-year-old girl would like, and then I like all the way to the hard stuff. I mean, especially like in this moment, I love her. She's like
a lot of people do.
Heavy metal Gaga.
I like a lot of people love them, and it's like they're slightly under the radar, a lot of people absolutely love that band. And I did reach out to try and get them on the program. Me? Yeah, it's not
I will harass her. I will take that on. I will take that on.
Trying to make that happen. I have reached out because I
reach out to her every day. Like, please. You don't even know. I've gotten autographs that people were like, there's no way you're going to get that. There's no way. Guess what?
I don't know if reaching out every day works. You could ask local.
No, I don't do it every day, but I am persistent. I am very persistent. When I have a mission, I know my assignment and I follow through.
You could ask local model, actress, tattoo model, Fallon Vendetta, who I've messaged a couple of billion times, come on the show because I love her and I think
send me a list.
I'll send you. I'll send you Fallon's if you can get her. I'd love you forever.
Drowning Pool, Saving Abel. We're gonna throw some like goodies in the mix.
I like it. I've messaged Fallon a bunch of times. I love her. I think she's smoking hot, and she always says
Saving Abel and Drowning Pool. They interact with their fans all the time.
I like that. That would be amazing.
We can be persistent.
We can.
It could happen.
I've done it before. I've landed some people from being persistent. But like, and the cool thing is like, yeah, I bug Fallon to come on the show a few times. And every time she says, yeah, my schedule's hectic, it's busy, I'm always into a project. But she always is. If you look on her Instagram, she's always into something. But she responds. You know, she'll just blow it off. You know, doesn't say seen and not respond. She thanks me, says she's trying. And I have friends of mine that do projects with her. So you never know. She's just...
Tell her we'll take 15 minutes. It's fine. Take half the time. It's fine.
I wouldn't need 15 minutes with her. I need about 5.
Okay.
Oh, you mean on the show? You mean on the show? I got you.
That was one of those times.
5 minutes and 4 minutes of me apologizing. You know, it's never happened to me before. She's hot though, but she's also very cool. She's done some movies. She does a lot of tattoo modeling. She's from the Philly area. You never know. We're respectful here. I don't know how respectful I'd be that night. My tongue be going. Fallon Vendetta.
Come on the show.
Right?
Vendetta.
Come on the show.
Vendetta. That's a sexy last name.
Yeah, you gotta find her on Instagram, Fallon Vendetta. Smoking. You would dig it. Like she's got great tattoos, super cool, a lot of like dark, like badass shit. Kind of stuff you're into, definitely cool.
Yeah, so, definitely sounds up my alley.
Yeah, maybe you guys will click. Just up your alley, but it's a great little
mom joke.
It was a mom joke. Ouch. Painful, but I like it. Like this to me now. I showed this picture.
Six just like playfully bit me as I did that. She's like, that was really bad. Even my dog thought it was bad.
Even your dog doesn't like it. Like every time I would show this picture with Jewel, and Jewel's like, oh my God. That to me is very sexy. That is Laurence Bedard. She's a Canadian model. She advertised for Bang Energy. She is tattooed from like head to toe, and a lot of dudes are like it was such a turnoff. I think that's smoking. I like the tattoos. My wife's got a couple. I love hers. Like to
I
me,
love
that's
tattoos, so I mean,
yeah.
I'm
I'm
the wrong
telling you,
person.
like
I think I have 17 at this point.
she's a hairdresser professionally and a model, and the tats are wild. A lot of my buddies are like, too much. There is no too much. Like it's you don't like them or you don't. I think that's she's got the one right there that says overcome.
I used to have a whole group of guy friends that would only date cosmetologists, like people that have been through beauty school,
Okay,
because they're always kept up, they always have their hair done, they always are put together, they know how to deal with people. I mean, we are the best of both worlds.
true.
It is fun.
I was always a nurse dater, and I ended up marrying a nurse because they are always good under pressure. They know how to handle the toughest of
Does she
situations.
have that sexy candy striper outfit or the sexy nurse?
She had one. I don't know what happened. Then
I thought that was Kathy.
no. I'm surprised she hasn't popped on. She's upstairs, probably listening.
Stop
Like,
it right now. We're not getting into my sexy nurse outfits.
she's a crazy.
I only
bitch.
have them in pink, red, and white.
Yeah, I know. Ray, they're all crazy a little bit. We gotta love them all. That's what That's what they're all about. We do love you all. You're all nuts, but we love you. And I've had guys say to me like, how come you just have female co-hosts, etc.? Because
Better with a male and a female. They're
right,
kind
dudes
of
can
like,
be.
oh,
Well, I started with dude and dude. It's very monotone and kind of dry. I like the difference of mental mindset, point of views, the whole 9 yards. That's why me and Jewel tick so well. Like we've become great friends, almost like family from doing it. But our point of views are so different on so many things. It's and not like in a mean way. Like we joke about it all the time, how different we see things in life. And me and you see things different in life as
I
well.
see things I think differently than everybody.
Yeah, right. Well, you're definitely a unique blend, and I mean that in the absolute kindest way. I love the fact because I'm that way too. Like I will say things and act a certain way and be a certain way to kind of maybe get a rise out of people and have people find me fun. You're that same way. Like you will be outgoing in your own way. You're comfortable in your own skin. You let it all hang out. You're like, look, this is me. If you don't like it, yeah, fuck you. There's
My
10,
son will
10
be the
people
first
behind it.
one to
I enjoy
tell
it.
you I'm like this all the time.
Yeah.
Like I wake up in the morning and I'm having a dance party like in my kitchen while I'm making breakfast. Like it's just me.
And that's okay.
I randomly just do makeup. Like it'll be like 10 o'clock at night. And I'm like, you know what? I'm not getting to sleep for a while. And I've already seen all these SVU Law and Order
You're
shows.
not
Like I've
SPU.
already seen all these like 10 times. Okay, I've seen the Impractical Jokers. I'm just gonna do my makeup and yeah, I'll just do a zombie.
Just your typical zombie. And that's what I like, and that's the drive of the show. I'm being me pretty much through and through. You're definitely being you. Jewel is her. There's really no reason to fake it. When you see us out, we're pretty much the exact same way, and it's fun to be that way.
I do catch myself sometimes like I will post more positive on Facebook. I feel like everybody does that to a degree, but like I am just big on not going on Facebook like ranting about problems.
I got you, and that's good. It's good practice.
I mean, that's my only thing that I would say. Like sometimes I do watch what I say on Facebook because that goes out to employers, that goes out to everybody. So, I mean, that outlet, yeah. But I was like posting all sorts of weird, just dumb shit on Snapchat, and I didn't even realize that my following was like over 4,000. And I'm posting like double chin pictures and like all sorts of weird stuff, like just bizarre. And my friends' kids like, You have a lot of followers on Snapchat. And I'm like, what do you mean? And I looked, yep. So a lot of people saw me do a lot of stupid stuff.
With a
No
big smile on her
shame.
face. Yeah.
No
No,
shame in my game.
no shame in your game. I agree. I'm the same way. There was moments in the past, like when I put videos up or I do the flick thing at the Eagles games, and people are like, "Oh, you act corny." Hey, you don't have to watch it, dude. You can scoot right on by. I'm gonna do what I find fun and entertaining and funny, and I sing here. I can't sing for shit. I sang on the show last night.
Sign's
So
coming
what?
back. The peace sign is coming back. All the kids do it now.
Oh yeah,
But yeah,
I like peace. Forward or backward? Which
peace sign, have a peace sign.
you got a half a peace sign going on. It's funny when you say you don't know what you can get away with. We curse here, we give fingers. I suppose nudely they would cut us out. I have talked about having a live stream bikini
I thought you were
contest
gonna
on
put
here.
me on the spot. I was like, I don't really like not
Yeah,
going there.
putting you on the spot. Now that's
Let's
something.
not try to get banned off of Facebook. I have never
Right.
been in Facebook jail, and I am not trying to go today.
Been there a few times over very ridiculous things, over very simple things. Quite amazing. Um, Coming up on Yo 2.0 in a couple weeks, I wanted to mention this because it's one of my favorite people, and we're going to invite Allie to join us too if she'd like to be a part of it. October 28th, we welcome Miss Lexi Swarm. Now, Lexi is the host of the Metal Honey podcast. She also is part of the public relations and merchandising team for one of my favorite bands, Sepsis. She is adorable, but also badass, and she loves her rock music and metal, and she could talk about it all day. She's super cool. There's a picture of me and her at that concert. There's right there, and I saw Sepsis up in PA. She's going to be on the show in a couple of weeks, representing the Metal Honey podcast and talk about Sepsis, etc. That is
Love the name.
October 28th. Yeah, I love Mom. She is just so badass. She's a little more mild manner badass, but she's a badass. Like she was at the show. She does her merchandise table.
Well, she's in PR.
Right. But when the bands
She
are
kno-
playing, she's jumping around and getting into the metal. She
Yeah,
loves the
but
metal music.
just like me, I've been on social media a long time. I know kind of where to draw the line. Like I'm sure with public relations, like even when she's walling out, like she's still thinking, okay, that could affect this, that could affect that.
Yeah. When I mentioned coming on the show, she said, I'd be thrilled to come on the show. She said, I spoke to my producers and they think I should be a guest. So she's got like a team of people looking out for her, which is really cool. But she's just an absolute sweetheart. The Metal Honeys podcast is great. I've watched it a few times already, and we'll obviously promote it and talk about it more when she comes on the show in a couple of weeks. And she's awesome. I think you'll love her. I know I love her. I one of my favorite people. She's just great, and we'll definitely talk a lot about music and our love of music. That's in a couple of weeks. So I'm trying to line up some more guests for Wednesday night. We have a ton for Tuesday night. Wednesday night, they filter over two. We got some PR firms that just send me the list of people. So I start sizing them up together and doing more Yo 2.0 stuff.
But
on
you
Wednesday
guys
night.
can also, like, if you watch us and think that you could be on the show, you can always write into us.
Yeah, we welcome that. We do welcome people that have a little something. We used to do a bit, not really a bit. I don't want to call it a bit, but we did a thing for a while. We would get local business owners and professionals to come on and talk about their business. And it was cool for a while. We called it Lookout Local. So who to look out for locally. And we had a couple great people on. We had a construction worker, a guy who owns his own company. We had on a great woman who does like counseling work. And then we had my good friend Jim Hutton on from the Moist Collective, the beard product. Matter of fact, I hung out with Jim last weekend, talked about some things incorporating the Yosho with the Moist Collective. So
I have to talk to you, by the way, because my friend is really into his beard right now.
yeah,
And he keeps asking me about beard products and like what he should use. If anybody else can chime in too, what do you guys use on your beards?
I'm going to turn you on to the Moist Collective, my buddy Jim, because the products are all natural. They smell like if you're in for a scent, they're incredible. He's got like these real manly, like sandalwood kind of scent, stuff like that. Really good. I love this product. I use it a lot on my beard, like the wax, etc. That's one. There's a lot of them that are really expensive, and I think Moist is right around the point. Plus, they got a great name. So
I know there was one at the tattoo convention. I think it was Bearded Guy or something like that.
yeah, there's a few out there.
But you use just like is it like a gel or what's it?
Well, he's got them all. I use the wash, and then there's an oil. So the oil kind of like softens it up, and then it's kind of a butter, and the butter more or less will style it, almost like a gel for like women's hair. So I've used them all, and like I said, the scents on them are great, and he does a great job with them. And he's like, I spend so much time detailing, it's hard to get into the beard product. I mean, yeah, but the name is great, like Moist, that's terrific.
Yeah, I won't throw him under the bus, but he'll be watching this tomorrow.
Okay. We won't mention names, but Jeff's got you hooked up with some products if you need it. And that's the thing too. I'm like, Jim, like I'll send that product out to like celebrities on the show. Let them try to like promote it. Just never know. You never know who's going to catch it. Like tonight, there's probably some superstar studio watching it to see Allie's makeup and give her a job in Hollywood doing costume makeup.
That would be so awesome.
Right? It's like your dream, right?
I took classes with this woman. She was in Lansdale. I don't know if she's still there because she landed some big spots with ABC. She taught me so many amazing things, like working with like the HD makeup and the special effects. I mean, it's just unbelievable.
Like I look at, and I'm not being funny, not kissing your ass because you come on the program and sit here with me for 2 hours. Like I buy that as your face. Like I'm looking at that makeup and it's so authentic. Like it's not like, oh yeah, she got some makeup on her face. I'm looking at
it's a filter. People constantly think it's a filter.
Like
and I did this like before the filters were even like real big with the full face filters. Oh yeah, I have people all the time. I have to like put my hand over it and like move it around. Like it's not a filter. It would be glitching.
Right. I've been staring at it for almost 2 hours now, and I'm just obsessed with how like on point it is. Like even your smile comes out like direct, and it's great. It's great work.
I've been doing skulls for a long time. I'm pretty quick with skulls. Skulls and Harley Quinn, they're like my go-to.
Oh, all right. Look at that Harley Quinn.
I usually try to throw in like a Michael Myers and a Freddy, but I try to like change it up.
Well, I would love to see a Freddy.
I did a really awesome Freddy 2 years ago.
Really?
I did like the full, oh yeah. And I had it like I was creeping in the house.
Would it work with a beard though? I guess not really.
Yeah, you would have a hard time. I mean, my friend, I used to do like designs, like I would face paint.
Yeah.
And he had like stubble a couple times.
Yeah.
And like I could work around the stubble because it's like kind of like painting on hair. But I don't know about a full beard. But we could do something with the beard.
Yeah, that's a great.
The beard, like glitterize it, or like
I was gonna say,
beard, or
I'm gonna entrust you. One of these days, we're gonna sit in the same room, either on a Tuesday night episode or a Wednesday night, and I'm gonna allow you to bedazzle the ever-loving shit out of my beard, like right on the air. I mean, like let it, like Allie Comisaro my face. You know, that sounded so dirty, but
I'm bringing so many gemstones.
I'm all about it. Like you seen the people that do it for Christmas or like the white powdery snow and like the balls. I'm for it, man. I want to see it. I love stuff like that. I do.
Oh, there's these two brothers. I think they're brothers that they do all sorts of crazy stuff with their beards. I love it.
I like it. I mean, a lot of people say, "Oh, well, the grayness is definitely," and I got a little gray, but I mean, I need some life to it, just at least for an episode.
That's what my friend's going on about. He's got like the littlest bit of gray. I was like, dude, you're George Clooney in it. Like,
yeah, I got a little Clooney going on.
Own it.
I hear a lot of females say that the gray beard is where it's at. I don't know. Dad bod, gray beard. I'm like an
The only
Adonis.
the only thing that annoys me, and I think it's because I'm a makeup artist and I like specialize with contouring and everything. I hate when guys let their beard just grow back to their ears. Like, make the lines. Come on, guys.
Oh, I get mine's shaggy. Like mine's got to get. I tried doing it myself. I do it too close. I got a
It
great.
just drives me crazy. Like, they'll even go to the salon and leave it all like.
No,
I just don't. I don't get that. Like,
I've got two. Her brother-in-law does mine at times, and there's a young lady over at Handsome Devils, Caitlin, that does it too. And yeah, because I don't like the wings. Like I get the wings. Like I like it to kind of come in. I like the thickness and the fullness to hang down. It gets like, yeah, it gets all messy in here.
How long's your stash? I can't see from there. Yeah,
Pretty
you're
much.
almost to the point. You could do some really cool things for Halloween.
I think so. I don't know what to be though. It's a little too much.
The best one, and I'll just throw this out there. Somebody on Pinterest took a little door. They made a little door and they had their face through it. And they were, here's Johnny
That's kind of
from
cool.
The Shining.
Yeah,
And
that's pretty cool.
you have to have the personality to like have that face going on,
Yeah,
like when you see people. But I thought that was a really, really creative one.
that's pretty cool. I like stuff like that. There's some that you see some of these couples ones that are real clever, and I don't know, we'll see. It's coming up soon. I got to do something. Got to do something
I
quick.
feel like Cassie would totally be on board to do something like you guys could be Ken and Barbie.
And she definitely could. She could pull up the Barbie. I don't know about the Ken because with all this,
You'd have to spray your hair like.
I had to spray hair on all together.
Yeah, you do. You get like one of those like toupees and spray it like a white or like a blonde. Oh
Like a
god, that'd be
golden
so
one, yeah.
funny.
I actually did it years back with a wig when I was Freddie Mercury. I got this wig and it was out to here, and she's like, "It doesn't look good." So I actually got a ton of gel and actually matted this like fake haired wig to my head to make it look like Freddie. It was all slicked and matted to my head. It was pretty awesome. It was a good costume. I shaved down just to the
You're
mustache.
pulling off the finger waves.
Yeah, it's pretty cool though. It worked out really well.
Oh, that's great.
That's great.
I'm so picturing that.
Oh, there's pictures of it. I'll have to send them to you. So again, a massive thanks to our guest from this evening, Reign of the Hated, which is just such a cool name. As soon as I saw that message, I gave, we got to have him. And I'll remind you once again, you can find Reign of the Hated on Apple Music, Spotify, watch him on YouTube and other great music sites. Make sure you check
And
him
on
out.
TikTok because he's gonna do something with Black Bear and get out there with him.
That's
So,
right. Instagram and
we
Facebook
need
as
to
well
look for
to
that.
make sure you can track them down when they do this TikTok. Bandcamp at Reign of the Hated at bandcamp.com, and keep an eye out on TikTok for some new mashup.
They have quite a few things coming up. Get out and see them, support
Yeah,
them, show the
absolutely.
love.
It gets hard sometimes to spit out all the events and all, so that's what I said. That's why I just give all their sites. Go on their sites, check them out, see when they're going to be in town. If they're near you, go check them out. We got so much great stuff coming up the next few weeks on all of our programs. Great bands, great music. So, yeah,
It's
let's
almost
support it.
October. It's spooky season.
It is spooky season. It definitely is. And we have, we have our Tuesday night Halloween show lined up. See, we're going to line up maybe a Wednesday night Halloween show as well, because I just love the season. We're going to wrap it up. I want to thank Allie, as always, for coming on and being freaking amazing and even going the extra mile tonight, doing the awesome makeup. You're a treat
Thank
to
you
have
so much
on.
for having me.
Absolutely. I love chatting with you. It's
I
a
love
great
being
time.
here.
That's awesome. We greatly appreciate it. We have a lot of fun. And kind of like I do with Jewel, we'll text through the week and just, talk about things and make sure we're cool and on point with it. And Allie said, always remind me because I'm very forgetful. So
We should definitely try to do that. Like pull some of the guests that have been on and do like a show, like a benefit show.
We've been talking about it for a while. the local guys, Poeta, almost pulled it off. They kind of pulled the plug because it was getting difficult. But Jewel and I have always talked about it, and have a night of like find a venue, have a night, X amount of dollars, come in, support the bands because you hear what they said, like everything's expensive. Come for like a 20-hour ticket, come see 3-4 bands, maybe have a little food and drink.
I know I got a lot of bar owners and bar managers on my Facebook. Let's get some of these bands in there. Come on.
There's a lot of good ones. There's definitely a lot of good ones out there. Really talented bands who will, I don't say like they're going to break the bank with the price, but they'll do it for a very reasonable number just to come out and bring their supporters and put out their music. Let's face it, a lot of people are doing it on the independent circuit now. We've seen Ray Coleman, who came in and chimed. He's got a couple albums out, and he promotes himself a lot independently, and he performs all over town. He's awesome, and that's what we need. We need more of that. We're out now. There's no more mask wearing and shit. We're out. So let's start getting bands all over the place, and let's get people out. Let's get people out into the bars and clubs and enjoying it.
I love that he like mentioned like the Travis Barker and like went with that whole scene because I just love that. I love that Machine Gun Kelly, Travis Barker, Avril Lavigne, just all of that. I love that vibe.
I could do without Machine Gun Kelly, but I would do bad things to Avril Lavigne. I adore her.
Yeah, she's awesome. But Machine Gun Kelly, you know what? Some of his songs, I jam out to in my car. Like, if you're driving past me, you're seeing me like.
I'd go the other way.
Oh, people, I've had friends of mine that they're like, dude, I was waving at you the entire light, and you were like going to town. Well, I don't know. Probably something punk rock came on.
Been there, done that. I got to look into like some research here with StreamYard because I noticed the majority of our viewers tonight were YouTube, and it seemed like the last couple episodes, the Facebook traffic has been light. Probably there's a glitch with StreamYard again, but we'll work on that. That's about all for the evening. It's it's almost 10 o'clock. It's time to go to bed. A massive thanks again to Raina the Hated for coming on our program. Great interview, and a massive thanks to the dear Miss Allie Comisaro. You're terrific. I really enjoy having you on. We're going to take you out with St. Ricketts, of course. It is the Catalyst, www.stricketts.com. They play for us Tuesday nights. They play for us Wednesday nights. They're fantastic. So we're going to get out of here. And while
add them to your playlist.
Right, add them to your playlist. So while you guys are gone, and you're going to watch the video of the Catalyst play, I'm going to watch Allie do her little dance and little head bop because that's what she does every week. You're going to see a second of it in the corner, and I'm going to take it away and be selfish and keep it all to myself. Thanks for tuning in to You 2.0. We'll see you next Wednesday night. Goodbye. Is the volume up? No, it's not. See?
No.
There you go. Goodbye.
We gotta go.
There we go. Blow that all up. See that? Make it a giant screen.
Introduce yourself. Got to lit a fire. You have all the reason to begin again. Under this desire, do you hear the call? Coiling the wire. You have all the reason to begin again. Under this desire, I have felt begin again under this request. I have found the catalyst, and I have found the catalyst, and your chemical reaction incinerates the gravity. I found the catalyst, in you. Yes, there will be days when the sky is gray, but I will remain. Catalyst, and I have found the catalyst, and your chemical reaction incinerates the gravity. I found the catalyst, in you. Introduce yourself.